Oh, sorry. It's okay.
Go L.
Hi. Oh, so many weird animals. Scary.
No, they want to make it. I'm too short for this. You want to do Touching. Touching. Pressure. Touching. Touching. Release. Touching. Touching. Two.
So measure in favor. Hi, good afternoon everyone. Jonathan Cochran here from Edgemead Bowls Club. A little unexpected, we are broadcasting this afternoon as well, thanks to Noel and his team. Thank you very much to them for not only broadcasting tomorrow, but adding a bonus 2 games today as well. The featured game today is Jordan Castle and Larissa Blumsma. After 2 ends, it is 2-1, and that is a pretty good bowl there from Jordan. Can't quite see who's holding. I think it might be hers. Got a bit of glare here from the clouds. I'm directly behind where they're bowling from. Larissa coming in and ending probably about a meter short there. I will try and reply to your live chats as I can. Just want to get into the standings to give you an idea where everybody is at the moment. Very short bowl there from Jordan. Trying to take off a bit of weight and taking off a little bit too much weight. That bowl ending about jack high, but not taking enough grass. Jordan with an opportunity here to make it 2. Her bowl just fell over, which I think would make it shot. Not sure though. Looks like she's got good grass here. If she gets a tickle on it the right way, a little more grass and it would have been great. Right, just to give you an idea, the format for the juniors under 18s, we have 8 young ladies taking part, and they're playing in a straight round robin competition. So they're playing 4 games today. Yes, you heard it right, 4 games today, and then 3 games tomorrow, and that will result in a 1st, 2nd and 3rd place. At the moment, looking at the logs, Hannah has won both her games. Jordan, who we're watching here, has won both her games. Anzel Bernardi has won both her games. Vulmine and Michelle have won a game each. Larissa, who we're watching now, has lost both, as well as Mia de Vet and Aelia Sutherland. So Jordan has an opportunity to climb the ladder here. She's only in 2nd place by 3 shots aggregate, and having picked up a multiple there at 5-1, it's looking good for her. I will try and give you scores if I can of the other games, but the flipboard's on the wrong side, so I don't think that's going to happen. The marker is Andries Hooghart of Polsmoor. His son is playing in the under 18 juniors for the men. He just had a very emotional game. 27 ends, managed to pick up a 4 on the 27th end to win 21-19 against Werner. Very exciting and very long game, taking 2 hours and 15 minutes. Andries is also one of the managers for the juniors, so very, very involved in juniors and the development thereof. Hoping to grab time with him at some point today to maybe have a bit of a chat and let us know more about the juniors.
He doesn't get through that side. He'll come there obviously. So give him a phone.
For the under 30, for the final, yeah. A bit of toucher there. Toucher there by Jordan, but tucking it a little bit behind Larissa's bowl. Larissa has the brown bowls with the orange decals, and Jordan's got the green and gold and purple and speckled bowls with the pink or lilac decals. Jordan just checking that the jack is behind the shot bowl. If she trails that, she could trail it for 4. She's having a go at it. It looks like she is. Has she got enough bend on it? And she does. Fantastic shot there. Looks like she's holding 3, possibly 4. However, there is still space for Larissa, who's contemplating changing her hand to the left side, which people refer to as the backhand. She's gone down, put on a little bit of weight, but I don't think she has enough grass. It held up in the wet circle there. We had overnight rain. Andre's having a look. He thinks it's 3, but they might want to measure for 4. I'm going to say thank you to all our markers today. We've got 11 markers here today. Larissa doing this correctly. As she's conceding the shot, she's taking the bowls out of the head and putting them together on a cloth. Doesn't have to be a cloth as long as together. Having a look now to decide whether it's worth a measure or not. Jordan deciding. She's hoping it's hers. Yep, and they're going to measure. That smile on her face is more of hope than belief, but let's have a look. Alan Phillips, we appreciate that he's come through from Western Province Cricket Club to assist us by umpiring on our A green today. His wife Jenny Phillips is umpiring on the C green where the boys or gents are playing. As it's more than a shoulder width, the umpire helps. Yep, definitely in, almost by an inch. So 3 shots there to Jordan, pulling into a comfortable 8-1 lead. If you are watching, please let us know where you're watching from, and even who you're supporting. With regards to the under 18s here at Edgemead, we're updating the scores after every round, not only on bowls draw but also on the Fairtree Masters app. You click on the live scoring. Although we're not scoring it end for end as it happens because we need too many volunteers, we are putting it in as per the scorecard, so you can see how a game fluctuates and how the scores change. Excellent start there by Jordan. A couple of inches short of the jack, hiding it from Larissa. It seems to be on a good path, but I'm not sure that she's got the weight. Sadly, quite a distance short there. Jordan should be able to comfortably get around that, but sometimes short bowls play on a person's mind that they're in your line when they're not. And Jordan putting on just a bit extra there. Got the back covered in case the jack does move. I don't think that's what she was aiming for, but back bowls are rarely wasted. It's an old saying for a reason. Another great line there by Larissa, just struggling a little with the weight. Jordan's decided to change her hand, which is an interesting choice, considering how well she played that first one. Didn't take enough grass. It looks like both hands are taking a fair amount of grass as the sun has started coming out now and the day's warmed up nicely. Bit of weight here from Larissa and perfect line, and that's cut her down from 3 to 1.
You're holding one, this ball is 1.5 meters behind.
Jordan checking that she's only holding 1 and looking how far she's through. Andre's telling her 1.5 meters. She's sticking to the right side of her forehand. Looks like she's taken a little bit more grass, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough. Let's have a look. Well, what do I know? That's why I'm commentating and not playing. She's holding 2 there. Now Larissa has chosen to play the backhand and hoping to get around the frontwards within the correct weight to draw the shot. Let's have a look how it finishes. It's finishing just short. Another 2-2 Jordan. Hi Herman, good to see you are watching. I know when you're not playing you're always watching and supporting, so thank you very much for that. Miss you. So Jordan has moved into a 10-1 lead after 5 ends. And had a good line there running about 3 meters. So that leaves a big opening for Larissa. She seems to be tracking here. Unfortunately, about a meter and a half short. Jordan staying on the same hand and trailing the jack. She takes enough grass. She should be able to count that it's quite a bit heavier on that side. Jordan. Wait, let's see if it pulls up in the heavy grass. Fantastic bowl. And it almost fell over. I don't think Larissa's quite taken enough grass here. And same weight. Very similar weight. All 3 of bowls are fairly short, and this leaves Jordan with an opportunity to maybe even tuck the jack away for a 4, and that is just behind the jack. There is a lot of space for Larissa. She just needs to play positively and learn from her first 3 bowls that weight is a lot more than she thought it was. Oh, unfortunately, a little bit too much grass there and a little bit too much weight, and dropping a 4. Very good bowls there by Jordan. Her 3 shots are all within a ruler's length of the jack. While they kicking the bowls and getting the jack, we've got to say thank you to our sponsors. Well, we don't have to. We want to say thank you to our sponsors. Live streaming is done by Noel and his team at by Noel and his team, but it's sponsored because it costs money for Noel and his team to do this with their... Sorry, just give me a moment. It takes a lot of money for this equipment and for this professional broadcasting, and therefore we need sponsors. And I'd just like to say thank you to Mr. Bullnose. Mr. Bullnose is my company. We manufacture porcelain pool copings and stairs from your actual tile. So we use your tile to manufacture the pool copings. Then there's John Thompson Properties. You'll probably know him and Gareth very well. He often plays with Mason Steve in John Thompson shirts at a lot of competitions, does a lot of sponsoring, and obviously they sell properties, which is where they need their money. Otherwise they won't be able to sponsor. Then Joy Calvert, JSC Accounting. We all know Joy as the treasurer of Western Province Bowls. She's from Polesmore. And then we have Devon. I've just hit a blank on his company name. It's K Gold, if I remember correctly. There we go. Mr. K, they're in Tiger Valley Centre. If you go to the lower level, opposite where the banks are, opposite the Home Affairs, you'll find their store there. And they do valuating of precious metals, coins, that type of thing. So we'd like to thank those sponsors, because without that money, this live streaming would not be possible. Noel is a very charitable person, but he's also not a billionaire, so he does this for the love, not the money, but he needs the money so that he can give us the love. So guys, next year, please, it's not expensive to sponsor. Tomorrow we're going to be showing the boys, and then we'll be showing you one of the finals of the under 35s, because the finals are here tomorrow afternoon after 2 o'clock. We'll be having the finals of the under 35 ladies, under 35 men, the under 18 men, under 18 men's third and fourth playoff. They always have that. So please come down and watch that. Okay, back to the game. Ad break is done. You can come back from the toilet. Jordan trailing the jack into the ditch. And now it looks like she's holding 2. I'm waiting for Andres to just mark the jack and the bowl. It's the bowler's responsibility to wait for the marker to do this before playing, because if they're bowling while he's doing it, the head could change or it could land up hitting the marker. As Larissa drawn it in. Oh, got wooded there. I think she had decent weight there, much better effort. But from here it looks like it's probably 2. It's a pleasure. We try and do it as often as we can. I'm actually CTO today, so just standing in as commentator. Hoping to organize interviews for you tomorrow with some of the role players in our juniors. A lot of people think that the under 35 shouldn't be part of the juniors. They are and they aren't. We keep them separate simply because of the age groups and lifestyles, such as in being allowed to drink and not drink, being allowed into a bar, that type of thing. But our under 35s are also part of our junior group, because the age demographic of bowls, as we all know, is a lot older than 35. And that's where we develop our future. So from these youngsters here, all the way through to the under 35s, we're developing the future stars, the future Proteas, the future Western Province inter-district players. And it's great to see that we have enough this year that we're able to split the men and women. The Masters has always been the under 18 Masters and the under 35 Masters. One competition for both genders. And this year is the first time that we're actually splitting it because we have enough. We'd like more, obviously, so get involved with your schools, get involved with your friends, and promote the game. Alright, back here, first two bowls not so great. Jordan correcting her weight very nicely there, about 3/4 of a meter behind the jack. Still lots of place for Larissa, who I see has got a bandage on her leg, but I can tell you now that she will not blame that leg. Her delivery is really great. Just struggling a little bit with her weight control today, or in this game at least. Haven't been able to watch that many games, having to move around the rinks and do the scoring, but from what I have seen, it's been high standard. Some very close, exciting games, a lot of very exciting heads, and yes, even some drives from our young ladies and gents, trailing the jack 4 or 5 meters into the ditch. I think that Jordan will change her hand here now that that bowl ended up short in her eye line. See if it keeps its line here and stays straight. It'll be great for her if she gets that and runs with it, and she does. And that's a 3 for her at the moment. Larissa under a little bit of pressure here now. Staying on the forehand. And if she does play onto the shotwood, she is able to stay, but unfortunately she did a double check her bias, so that'll be 2 Cokes for me, thank you. Well, Coke Zeros, as I'm a diabetic.
Just want to check if it was shot.
So Andres, that's 2 Coke Lights, eh? Punishment. And then I'd like to give you an update on the under 18 men's. They're playing in 2 sections. There's 12, well, unfortunately one withdrew, so 11 playing. It's a little difficult because of the number of games played, but Tando, Werner, Andres and Divan Loupsha have all got 1 point, but Werner's played 2 games and so has Divan, and that's because of the buys. In section 2, Van Tonton, Matthijs van Tonder, he's picked up 2 points with plus 32. Vigo picked up 2 points, which is 2 wins on plus 11. William Neetling is on 1 point after 2 games. Reinhardt on 1 point after 2 games. And Emil and Marco unfortunately have lost both their games. I've just received a card here now. Vigo has won his game 21-6 against Marco. So he'll move up to 3 points, and we'll see what happens with Matthijs if he keeps up. Right, again, after a bit of a heavy start on her first bowl, Jordan has a great correction and is less than a ruler length from the jack behind the jack. Taking a lot of grass there, which her bowls need, but unfortunately, look at that line. Larissa's line really has been good. It's unfortunately her weight control's letting her down a bit. I think for both of these it's probably the first time they've been on a live broadcast, so that's an added pressure they weren't expecting, and a very good bowl there from Jordan. It's a toucher and she's holding 2 and game at the moment. Great line again here from Larissa. We're all waiting to see what happens with the weight. And there we go. She's got it with a toucher as well. Remember, a lot of these under 18s are still novices. In actual fact, one of the guys that are playing Reynard is only 9 years old. Jordan had a good go at that, wanting to wrap up the game with her last bowl, but knocking one of hers out. So Larissa has an opportunity to pick up a 2 here. Right. Going to be interesting to see now if Larissa decides to do something different with a mat or the jack length. Jordan's been playing a pretty standard 3/4 length.
No, that was a brilliant goal.
Right, this is probably the longest end that I've seen today, so we know that Larissa has been playing through the head of it. Let's hope she doesn't. Unfortunately. Looks like Jordan might have been stayed on there, so that's good. That's a very, very, very good correction there by Larissa, lying in line with the jack. See if Jordan takes off enough, or if she's going to attack the jack with a shot bowl. Looks like it's just over the draw. No, it's actually in line with the jack. Didn't take enough grass there. Larissa with an opportunity here to draw a second. Unfortunately, she's run out of energy there. So the tactic of playing a longer end isn't working in her favor there. There is space for Jordan to draw the shot, but didn't take enough grass. and also short. So another single there to Larissa. Interesting to see what length she's going to play. Okay, almost a full end again. Looks like a nice bowl this. Again, unfortunately, is the weight correct? Running through about a meter. Okay, this bowl should be very narrow, and is. Both of the ladies seem to have forgotten that this side takes quite a bit of grass. Let's see if Jordan can correct that with this bowl. She's taken more grass than the last time. Still not quite enough though. Much better weight there by her. If she had taken enough grass, she would have ended up on the jack there, because that was perfect weight for that. Our two ladies are struggling the last couple of ends, yeah? Conditions haven't actually changed at all. The wind has stayed the same. Only thing is the sun's come out a bit, so it shouldn't be too much of a factor. So it's not extreme heat. Again, very good weight there by just needed to take a little more grass. Andre says it's a mezz bowl she's guaranteed, or if she draws in, which is probably the same. Seems like a little bit more grass. Now it's all on the weight here. Boards herself. And, oh, I think she still holds the one. A little difficult to see on the screen with the glare here, but I think it is. Remember, there's 30 seconds for the bowl to fall over before you prop as a marker, when it's the last bowl of the end. Not sure what's happening there. Okay, good to see that Andres is propping the jack. And call for for those of you that have been positioned as a good umpire and part of the
Just afraid that it might pull out. Those 6.
but the camera angle can't quite show you exactly how the umpire uses. So getting the wedges for the jack, of course. Always good to wedge the jack as well. It's very easy for you to move the jack, and that, especially in a close measure, could affect the outcome of an entire game. You'll see he moves around and then measures from the other side. He doesn't measure over the bowl, which is the correct way of doing it. And nice to see the EBC logo on the jack there. Thank you to Mario Afonso for helping us out with that. It looks like it's very, very close. It's going back around to the other side. Are we going to see a no shot? Not sure what's been decided. No shot. Okay, so that's 11 ends played, and it's still 19-3.
The last one that rolled the jack rolls it again.
I'm sure Jordan will be very appreciative of your support there.
Just gets carried over. No, again?
Change the ends to 11.
Great
Huh?
shot.
Right, for those of you that don't know, when you have a no shot, the end still gets counted, but the score stays the same. On the scorecard and scoreboard, the marker and flipboard operator would write 0-0 for that end. It's not often that you get a no shot when the bowls aren't actually touching the jack. When there's a no shot, the person who picked up the previous end, which in this case was Larissa when she picked up her third, gets to keep the mat. So that is in contrast to a burnt end, where a burnt end means the jack has gone completely over the boundary or out of bounds. There you replay the end and the end doesn't get counted as an actual end. And the players have a choice to either play from the same side that they originally played from or from the opposite end. Jordan putting on pressure here now nicely with a ball about 10 centimeters in front of the jack. See that Larissa's decided to stay on the right side, the forehand. Now that short bowl, is Jordan going to play inside that now? Last time she changed, this time she's staying there. So she must be feeling quite confident on that. And although it's cutting across the head, she's got the great weight there, so that would be second shot in line with a jack. Larissa staying on the forehand. She got the right weight here. That's an excellent line and second shot about half a meter to a meter in front. Jordan asking if she's holding. Andre's confirming it's 1, double checking it is only, it's 2. Andre's 2. She's holding 2. It's very deceptive, the short bowls versus a bowl in line with a jack or parallel. Jordan does not want to, oh, she hit that in the right connection. A little lucky there that she didn't promote it onto the jack, but from here it looks like she's still holding 2. Oh, look, play that across her body. And if Jordan is holding the 2, more grass there and a little more weight, and it, I got a feeling it might be 2, but we all know my eyes. Jordan's asked for a measure. Well, Larissa as well. Andre's using the old traditional bullet measure, which is my preferred measure. I prefer it to the box measures because I'm old-fashioned like that, even though I'm not yet 50. Let's see if the camera shows. Can't quite see, everybody's in the way. Hands, cards. Might be another umpire. In this type of scenario, if they're not sure, then the umpire would probably use a telescopic, which is only allowed to be used by umpires. Yep, umpire. Making Alan work for his lunch, which was absolutely spectacular. 2 chicken fillets on a burger, cooked by Carmelita, and then Alan propping the bowl, which should have been done by the mark already. After the 30 seconds is up from the final bowl, you prop it so that nothing falls over and changes the head. Right, as I told you, he'd be using a telescopic. Which is very nifty because you can get, thank you, well, an accurate measure. Just a quick result that's come in here now quickly. Vulmine Smiths has beaten Michelle Crooks 21-5. One of the nice things about the telescopic is not only the length, but the tip can actually rotate as well, and that can go out by 1/4 mil at a time. As you see, the correct way to measure, Alan puts the measure down, mix it up, and that is so that he doesn't run the risk of moving the actual measure before the time. As it's a close measure, he's going to re-measure. Might have our second no shot. And it's actually important, even when you're using a box measure, you put the box measure down, you don't fling it, move to the next position, pick it up, and continue measuring. And 2.
Larissa.
Larissa had the shot there.
Nearly, very nearly.
And that, what you just saw now there from Larissa, is one of the nicest things about watching junior bowls, is the excitement. 19, I think it was 19-1 or 19-2 down, and she's picked up a 1 and a 1, and she's still having fun. And that is one of the things that I think more of our older bowlers should be watching, the juniors, and see how much fun they actually have at this great game of ours. They are competitive, trust me, they want to win, they cutthroat, they go for it. But they're always in a friendly spirit, and the camaraderie amongst the juniors is something a lot of bowlers can learn. Yeah, sun's definitely coming out now, getting a little warmer. Larissa not taking enough grass there. Jordan seems to have taken a bit more grass than Larissa did. Now it's on her weight. Still not enough grass. With the sun coming out now, the grass is definitely bending a lot more. You're going to have to take a much wider line to get to the jack. Both ladies are about a meter to the right of the jack if you're looking from the mat. This one again is a bit narrow. Jordan had the right body position this time, and she's definitely taken more grass. Now it's on the weight to see if it's a shot. It should be, and it is a very good bowl, about 2 inches in front of the jack. Very good line. As a bowler, it's important to watch your opponent and see if Larissa's learned from Jordan taking more grass what happens, and it looks like she has. Now it's just the weight. Very good line, just a little short there. Jordan's definitely holding 1. If she trails that jack slightly, it'll be holding 3. She doesn't want to move it too much, and she's run through. Getting a little overexcited there. Okay, very important bowl here for Larissa. She's 1, maybe 2 down. Unfortunately, going across her body very short. Alright, is Jordan holding the match bowl in her hand? She wants to know if she's holding 1 or 2. Andre's having a good look. 1 and a measure, so Jordan's very nervous now. Is she holding the match bowl in her hand?
You're welcome to come have a look in the head if you want to.
Andre's asking her to come and have a look if she'd like, and this time she accepts the invitation. It's always a good idea when you're not sure, go up, have a look for yourself, maybe take the walk there and back just to calm down and assess, reset. Personally, even if I think it's 2, but I'm not 100% sure, I would still play this last bowl of Jordan's, because the chances of giving it away are fairly low. She'd have to hit it very hard all the way to the right to drop shots. So she's definitely holding the 1. A lot of grass, weight control, and you guarantee the win. Jordan's taken the grass, now it's on the weight. Are we watching the game bowl? It's run through. What a perfect line. Now they're making Andres work again. Language, please, guys. We have another result in the ladies section, under 18. Hannah versus Anzel, and Hannah won 21-9. Now they're doing a dance. Get Andres down to measure. She conceded the game? Yes, she has. Right, well done there to Jordan. Nice fight back by Larissa. Some great lines there. The juniors, ladies have finished this game. There's one more game still going on rink number 3. I'll be back in a little while, in probably about 15-20 minutes. When
And we went younger.
Oh, we focus on the game.
Hi, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the Western Province Under 18 Juniors live streaming from Edgemead in Cape Town, South Africa. Today is a bonus broadcast thanks to Noel and his team of Cape Town Talking Heads. We're only paying them for tomorrow, so today is charity work. I think it's their Easter penance is to work today. So today we have broadcast one game already, Jordan versus Larissa, Jordan winning that 21-4 I think it was in the end. And now for the fourth game of the day for the ladies. They've had to play 4 games today. Our last game is Vulmine Smuts versus Aelia Sutherland. Should be entertaining. Just to give you an update on the logs, Jordan has won all 3 games and is on 3 points, and she's currently playing Hannah, who's also won all 3 games. Vulmine, which we're watching now, has won 2 games at 2 points, as has Anzel Bernarde. Mia and Michelle have both won 1 game, and Larissa and Aelia are looking for their first win of the day. In the under 18 ladies, we have 8 ladies competing, so it's a full round robin 4 games today and 3 games tomorrow, and the winner being determined on points and shot aggregate, etc. First, second and third on the log. There's no actual final playoffs. The under 18 men are playing on our sea green at the moment, and there they have 2 sections. One section unfortunately had a withdrawal. There we have, I'm still waiting for a score, Tando versus Andres, so I can't really give you an update there, but in the other section, Vigo won. There's also one more game missing there, so have a look on the PBA app a bit later and you'll get updates on that. Tomorrow we're live streaming the under 18 men's games 1, 2, and then the final will be played here, and a bronze playoff, which the juniors always do, the under 18s. The under 35s are currently playing at Durbanville, both men and women, and for the final they'll be coming here to Edgemead, and we'll be broadcasting either the ladies or the men's final tomorrow. And that is in a long answer to Adam Zart's why the under 35s isn't being streamed. And the reason for that is because the final is at Edgemead, we can't stream there and then move all of Noel's equipment over to Edgemead for one game. The setup process and takedown process alone is quite a lot of work and would therefore not be possible. And that is why we're showing the under 18s. And why not show the under 18s? These are the future generation. These are the people we want to keep playing when they leave school and become part of the under 35s and hopefully into the green and gold squads. So I think it's actually very nice that they are finally getting broadcast. They play inter-districts, they play the Enver base, they also bring home tournaments and golds and medals. And that's enough about that ranting. Thank you, Adam, for getting me going again. Right, let's pay our attention to the game at hand here. Vulmine's still in the running, so very important game for her. Playing with quite a bit of weight there, but knocking out the shot wood. Not enough grass and a lot of weight on that bowl. That's going into the ditch. The only complaint we've had from the ladies is a lot of them are not used to greens of this speed. They're used to slower greens, so they have struggled a little bit with their weight. A lot of them have been finding the lines, as we saw in the previous match with Larissa. The only struggle there was finding the weight of the green. And that also comes with experience. She's only been playing 5 months. Alright, so excuse me. Vulmine picking up the first end there with 1 shot. For those of you who don't know, our marker is younger. He just missed out on playing in the under 18 Masters. Just too old. But although he missed out, he still volunteered to come down and mark, and that's much appreciated. It's people like Younger and Andres and a lot of the people from Edge Media today, 11 markers we had, who make these tournaments possible because they volunteer their time and all they get is a muffin, a cup of tea and a burger. Very good burger, but that's all they actually get. And of course our 2 umpires, Jenny Phillips and Alan Phillips, Jenny from Meadow Ridge and Alan from Western Province Cricket Club. They're part of our technical standing committee, giving up their weekend. This is a very good bowl there from Vulmine, slightly in front of the jack, about 30 centimeters to the side. This bowl seems a little bit narrow from Aelia. If she might get a wick off hers, she did, not quite enough weight to take it all the way there. Vulmine taking her time, deciding which shot to play. She's taken quite a bit of grass here, which we saw earlier is necessary. That side of the green is heavier, and she'll learn that quickly, I hope, because that's about 1.5 meters short. A little narrower from Aelia on her last. A little too narrow, and it's going to bisect Vulmine's 2 bowls.
Who's holding second shot? Who's holding second shot?
Vulmine wanting to know who's holding second, and he said the opponent is. It's all on the weight for this bowl, and it's excellent weight. Kept running there on that side. We say the soccer field or cricket field side is a little bit quicker than the clubhouse side today. Both taking a fair amount of grass. That seems a bit narrow, but it might play onto the shot bowl. No, bisects the 2 and runs through. So it appears that it's 1, possibly 2, but it's difficult to see from here. I know I have it on the screen, but we've got the sun straight in our faces, so there's a bit of glare on the screen. And at this time of the day, the shadows are in play as well. Vulmine telling Aelia, you conceding the shot, so you take it out. And they've asked for a measure. That's something you don't always see, that the marker's given a measure to the players. The players get first option to measure, then the marker, and then they can call the umpire. Nice of the marker to go and put gums around the jack to make sure it doesn't move. A lot of people don't realize that and that's number 2. Yes, it's the player's right to measure first and then ask the markers. Very long jack there. It's on the 2 meter mark. Now Vulmine should actually wait for the marker to finish with the board so that he doesn't miss a toucher or the ball doesn't hit him when he's not looking. And that could easily have happened there with that toucher, so well done for waiting. Running through about 1 meter, 1.5 meters. Aelia putting everything into that, and unfortunately it fell into the ditch. Vulmine looks like she's attacking the jack again, and this time trailing it into the ditch. Bowl staying on, so 2 touches and the jack in the ditch. Very positive bowls there. I'm just making sure everyone can hear me clearly because I don't want to talk too loud. I'm about 3 meters behind the boulders. Aelia not taking any grass at all. Interesting to see which hand Vulmine plays. She's staying on the hand she just played well. Remembering that if she knocks either of those 2 bowls into the ditch, it will remain live because they are both touches. And I think that's what she was going for there. Bowl just missing the jack. Aelia not sure what to play. It looks like she might be changing the hand. Yeah, she's playing to the left, traditionally known as the backhand, with a hand up in the air there like the Statue of Liberty. Not quite getting the grass she needed. Aelia, by own admission, is a character, and I'm sure once she starts picking up shots she'll be a little more fun and entertaining. Yeah, comes Vulmine onto her, still trying to play it, and oh, a little bit heavy. Possibly the better choice there would have been for the draw. Make sure you stay on the green. Aelia is really struggling with the line, and I know she was very, very nervous about being on TV. Well, live streamed broadcast. It's both Vulmine and Aelia's first time being broadcast.
Yes, because it's only her ball there. I don't see any of mine there.
Right, so no doubt there that's 2 to Vulmine. Takes her up to 5-0 after 3 ends. As is traditional in Cape Town, this morning's first 2 games, everybody was putting jerseys on, and now everybody's wanting an ice cold drink because sorry, someone's just offered me a whiskey. It was hard to say no. Luckily I don't drink whiskey, so that made it easier. But yes, it's become pretty hot out here, so Vulmine's first bowl's a bit of a tester. Larissa needs to, Aelia needs to take a moment just to collect her thoughts and calm down. I've seen her bowl today. She is better than what she's playing at the moment. I think the nerves of the big stage are getting to her a little bit. Also, not having had a win yet today is probably very frustrating. This looks much better. Right, much better line there. 2 meters short, but a much better line. Seems a little bit narrow from Vulmine, but if she has the right weight, oh, it's going to use that bowl and land a meter in front of the jack. So now Larissa's, Aelia, sorry, has changed her hand here. Personally, I would have stuck to the previous hand. You found the line, you just got to find the weight. Now she's had to adjust both and has landed up right at the back. So unless she moves the jack into the ditch, it's not going to help much. A little narrow, yeah, but it depends if it moves that jack at the speed. And into the ditch. Is it? Yes, it is. A little bit of pressure here on Aelia. She's 2 shots down by the looks of things. Thank you. Apologies to Azalia's family. I've been taught how to say it correctly. I just assumed that being Sutherland being an English surname, it was an English name. But having spoken to Aelia earlier, I should have clicked. Anyway, that's how we learn. Jack, let's see if it stays on the green, and it does, so that'll be on the 2 meter mark. Vulmine's seeming to like these long ends. She's got the mat just about a foot up from the 2 meter mark. So 7-0 after 4 ends. Very good line here. Another toucher and in the ditch. Although it's not right by the jack, so there is still space for Aelia to draw in. Unfortunately for Aelia, that's where the jack was and not where it is. That short bowl of Aelia's is now in Vulmine's line, so she's changed to the right hand, which is also known as the forehand in this scenario. Got a good line, but stopping about 2.5 meters short. Much better weight there by Aelia. That would appear to be second shot from Vulmine. Still lots of space for Aelia to get in. Changing a hand again. If she has good weight here and stays on the green, she's in with a shot. Oh, that was such a great line. Running about half a meter to a meter through. That was inside the yellow marker indicating where the shot wood is in the ditch. Yeah, all on the weight. Excellent weight and line by Vulmine. Oh, and it stays on the green for another one. Currently lying 3. Action replay there. She has to miss that ball to stand a chance. Oh, that's probably cut her down to 2 now.
Yes, he's resting on genade.
Letterlijk. Hy rus met 'n vinger.
Like,
Ek hoor 'n foto
Just
van
waiting for the marker to
hy
indicate
rus sy vinger weg.
how many shots it is.
vinger weg.
Yes.
Dis crazy.
Kom Tannie.
Yes, it was 2. So after 5 ends, Vulmine has progressed to 9-0.
Dis okay, ek kan net die livestream gaan kyk.
Ja, ek het dit gevang met die vinger weg te van genade af. It's crazy.
Good line there, running about 1.5 meters through. And there's a bit of the personality of Aelia coming through. And there we go. Looks like she's relaxed a little bit, started to have a bit of fun. And especially with the juniors, the more fun you have, the better you bowl. But I think that applies to all age groups. Vulmine turning her back on the bowl quite early. It's an opportunity for Aelia, and she's changed her hand though, which is a little bit of a surprise. She just played the other hand very nicely. As the jack has moved, you're going to have to take a lot of grass on that side, as we saw in our previous game. Vulmine making a good effort here, and that's a great shot. Put Aelia under a little bit of pressure. She's going to attack the shot bowl and the jack. Yeah, with that weight she was going for it, but unfortunately the line's not going to be there. It gives Vulmine the opportunity to go for another 2. The line's looking pretty good. It's all on the weight here. I think so. Yeah, definitely. Holding 2. Aelia changing hand again. She's playing with weight, attacking. Is it going to hold its line? Is it going to hold its line? Yes, it is. Fantastic. And I got a feeling she might have picked up 3. We'll have to see. That was very nice and positive. I told you 2 bowls ago you got to see a bit of her personality coming out, a bit of her enthusiasm and excitement. There we go. And just like that, Azalia's picked up 3. There's her personality. I'm just going to quote Aelia, they're not having a roll bowl show, they're having a drama show. And that is so much fun. I've watched a game where it was 24, Premier League player against a 4th Division player. The Premier League player lost 21-20. Aelia ditching the jack there, forgetting to, you're supposed to use the bowl to ditch the jack. A little bit of adrenaline there. I'm not sure if this one's going to stay on.
You like the long ends, eh?
Yeah, just there we go, on the 2 meter mark. Just make sure the marker doesn't stand with a shadow on the jack. Jenny, shadow on the jack. Okay, running through a little bit there. Also in the ditch, so at the moment, the shot ball is still to be delivered. We just had a comment here, I'm not going to quote who it was, asking if they're trying to kill the marker. This is a lot better line, but also heavy. So, with 4 bowls delivered,
And there's not one ball on the jack.
there's not one bowl on the green. I'm hoping you're picking up some of the banter between the players. This one's also looking a little heavy. It needs to pick up the jack. Nope. We could have a no shot at this stage. Vulmine changing back to the hand that's served her well so far today. And she's running through a meter directly behind the jack. That's a good ball and it's the shot. If this holds its line, it's a good ball. There we go. Oh, off and back onto hers. That deserves 2 marks because it touched her twice. It's a double toucher with the same ball. Jy het dit joune 2 keer geraak. Dit was joune hare en dan weer joune. Ja, jy kan by die huis kyk. Okay. Okay, so we got 1 on the green and 1 in the ditch. Ditch ball's holding, and that's Aelia.
Aelia.
This is looking like good grass. It depends on the weight here. It depends. Nah. So 1 to Aelia.
One to Anzel.
Players helping the marker there, putting the ball pegs back where they're supposed to be. Jack in the ditch. Right, Vulmine putting the jack where she has been for most of the day. Well, most of this game. I think they might be a bit narrow on that hand, but her weight's a little better. Oh wow, kept on running because it went to the other side of the jack, 2.5 meters through. As I said, the hand that Vulmine is playing now is running a fair amount quicker than the hand that Aelia just played, saying that she did run through 2 meters as well. Aelia going to need to take a lot more grass if she's playing that hand. Same bowl, same result. Looks like that bowl might be a little bit skinny, but if it's got good weight, it'll end up as number 1, and it is about a meter behind, so still a lot of space for Aelia. She just needs to... Okay, she's changed her hand again. Unfortunately, going across her body straight away and cutting across and in the ditch. It's almost as if she's lost a little bit of focus after picking up those 4. You can really see the concentration on Vulmine's face at the moment. She's made a good correction here, adding a bit of grass, taking off a little bit of weight. Kept running. It really is running fast on that side. That's over 2 meters through. She's holding 3, but the nearest one's a meter away, so still space. Unfortunately, with that line, Vulmine has the opportunity now to pick up a 4. And unless something goes horribly wrong with this weight, she is going to pick up that 4. And she does with her best bowl of the 4, which is a meter away. And she jumps from 9 to 15. Ah, listen to me. 9 to 13. Yeah. Vulmine back with jack in hand. And once again playing that length that's about 1.5 meters short of the 2. That looks like a very good line. Does seem a little bit heavy from here. It's going to fall in right in front of the 2. And here we go. Is she trailing it or just touching it to the right? It's in the ditch, but it's a toucher, so it's live. I think this is a good ploy by Vulmine to stay on the hand. She's been playing so nicely. It's all on weight adjustment now. And she has corrected her weight. She's probably about 1.5 meters through, but it is the shot. Aelia changing her hand again. She attacking the jack, yes. And now she's got 2 balls next to each other. Both are touches and still not holding the shot. It'll be interesting to see if Vulmine stays on her preferred hand. And she does, which I think is a very good move. She's played a little straighter, so it should bend nicely towards that jack. Now it's all on the weight. Mirror's not going to be needed. That is number 1, about 1 meter in front. I'm a little surprised that Aelia is staying on her forehand. Okay, that wobbled out, but I couldn't see a good result unless she went into the rink next door. Opportunity here for Vulmine to draw in close to the jack and really put pressure on Aelia by holding 3. She's cut her grass a little bit, but it looks like the line is actually almost perfect. And there she goes. Well done. Within a ruler, hiding the jack from Aelia and holding 3. Unfortunately, Aelia playing a little bit straight. She could take the 3rd shot out. No. So they're saying 2, maybe 3. Let's see when we get there. No, they both agreed to 3. 3 it is. So 16-4 after 9 ends. Just like to take this time to thank our sponsors. Live broadcasting costs a lot of money, and that's because of the top quality equipment that Cape Town Talking Heads has had to put into to be able to give us this type of quality, the super sport and better quality broadcasting. Well, maybe not my broadcasting, but the streaming at least. Personal. Okay. I think we'll thank the sponsors between the next 2 ends. Personal trust is. Vulmine playing her favoured hand, the quicker one. Excellent line there, running through 3.5, 4 meters. Let's see if Larissa's ball holds its line. I mean, Aelia's ball holds its line. No, it doesn't. Cuts across, and is it going to stay? Is it going to stay? I can't see. No, it's on the bank. Vulmine doing well to take the weight off, and is she going to touch the jack? No, but she stays 2 meters holding 2. That's a much better line there from Aelia. Now it's on the weight, which unfortunately, if it wasn't for the bank, would be breaking my ankle. The girls are playing quite quickly now. Vulmine seems to have taken a bit of weight off. Let's see if it stops. No, as the sun is baking on the grass, it's become quicker and quicker. The nearest shot is over 2 meters away, and she's holding 3. Larissa's, Azalia's changed her hand. Is she going to find the gap or the shotward? She's going to find the shotward, and that means she's now holding 2.5 meters behind the jack. Vulmine just needs to compose herself, keep the same line she's been playing, and take off 2 meters, and she'll be on the jack. This does look better, but still running, and running all the way through. There's no scores, eh? That's a much better line from Aelia, but unfortunately no weight control there. Very surprised at how through the ladies are here today in this end. One shot to Aelia, 16.5 after 10 ends. Right, as I was saying earlier, we've got to say thank you to our sponsors, because without their financial contribution, we wouldn't be able to afford to put this on. First up, we have JAC Accounting, Tax and Accounting Services, that everyone knows is Joy Calvert of who's also the treasurer of Western Province Bowls. Another jack in the ditch. Then we have Mr. K, Pure and Precious Metals. They are based in Tiger Valley Centre on the lower level. There where the bankings are, you'll find them. And then my company, Mr. Bullnose, we do pull copings and stairs. We take your porcelain tile and turn it into seamless elegance. So we make your coping and stairs out of your actual porcelain tile. And that's what makes us unique, developed by my father and brother, and been retailing for 16 years now. And then also John Thompson Properties. We've got to thank them. John Thompson, you'll all know him, and who works for him. You'll see them often on Facebook, and obviously on all the bowls, greens, and we aren't the biggest of companies. We're not the Spurs and the Steers of the world. Family businesses, and you know, we love the game of bowls and want to promote it, and one of the best ways is to have someone like Noel and Cape Town Talking Heads promoting bowls on YouTube, and hopefully we can get it onto TV too. So support us, and next season support Western Province, and let's get more broadcasting and more games shown. Alright, it looks like this end hasn't started, even though 2 bowls have been bowled. Okay. So 16.5 it is after 10. This is the second bowl from Vulmine. definitely a better correction. It's going to stay on the green, and it's ending about 1.5 meters directly behind the jack. So perfect line and good weight correction on her first. Now Azalia's turn to show and do better. With the ballet pose there, she's encouraging the bowl. A lot of weight there, unfortunately. I think a very good line, but a lot of weight. The banks are taking a pounding today. And they complain when the men drive. This looks like a very good line. It's going to cut a little bit because of the weight. We're running through about 4 or 5 meters. Aelia not taking the grass and keeping the weight. And now she's bowled 3 and all 3 are on the bank. You can hear the nervous giggle. This looks like a much better bowl. It depends all on the weight here. Okay, if she finds a front wood, it will help. Okay. Right, so that'll be... Oh, forgot about the first ones that were all on the bank. So that is 3-2 Vulmine because those were the only 3 on the green. Oh, and there was the jack. I forgot. There was the jack as well. I don't think I'm going to be allowed anywhere near a microphone again because Jenny Phillips is giving me the stink eye and laughing at me. Thank you. Jenny says my commentary is funny, so thank you. Someone finds me funny. I must enter the Jive Comedy Festival. Okay, I'm only now funny. Okay. Right, full end it is. Right, here comes the first bowl. Sorry, I was watching next door. There's a bowl that might be A, too short or in. It's a good start from Vulmine. About a 1/2 meter in front of the jack. That's how she started the game and put a lot of pressure on Aelia in the beginning. This is a nice ball from Aelia if it stops, and it does. There we go. She says, I'm not giving up yet. A little less grass there from Vulmine. Almost identical bowls. I think this should cut across, especially when it hits the short grass. And it has done so. That will not be in Vulmine's way. In actual fact, that should be a good sighter for Vulmine as to where to aim. It would be like someone standing grass for her. And it looks like she's used it as such. Now it's all on the weight. It's all on the weight for this one. And there you go. Well done. Very good bowl. Took her time, didn't panic, took the grass, got the shot. Now, if Aelia had been paying attention, she'll know exactly what to follow. Unfortunately, she's cut across again. She might be unlucky enough to find that set and promote, or come off it and be lucky. No, neither. Right, here's an opportunity for Vulmine to lie game. If she draws another shot, that'll put a lot of pressure on Aelia. because Vulmine only needs 2 and she's got 1 of them already. She's taken the grass. It's all on her weight here. If she can get a little tickle on that jack, it'll be fantastic. Stay on the green. Oh, and try. Couple of rolls too far. So unless something goes completely wrong, we've got to. But I think it's still only 1. Okay, scores up to 25 after. Vulmine playing a slightly shorter end. Actually, that's quite a short end for her. Let's hope it doesn't catch her out. She's hoping it catches her opponent out. I think that might be a little bit skinny. She's got the weight, she'll flick the jack. Running through about 4 or 5 meters there. I needed a lot more grass. Aelia has taken nice grass there. The question is it heavy or not? Oh, look how brilliant that line is. Unfortunately running about 5 or 6 meters. Vulmine puts one close. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Aelia. Is she going to trail the jack? Talk about consistency singles. Same line, just a meter further. Vulmine taking just a couple of seconds longer to compose herself. Sorry, Aelia. And unfortunately, perfect line. Too much weight. Okay. Can Vulmine tuck it away and put one close? That looks like much better grass. It also seems a little slower. Let's see. Green is really sped up. She is holding 1, maybe 2. Difficult to see with the shadows from here, but there's lots and lots of space. Aelia changing her hand, hoping for better luck. Both ladies still have 1 bowl to go. All on the weight. Holding shot, but I think the nearest bowl is probably about 2.5. If Vulmine has got the weight, no she doesn't, and as I think, I need confirmation that it is the game. Might need the long measure. And that's the game. Congratulations to Vulmine Smuts beating Aelia. Sutherland. Aelia Sutherland.
Selfde punte as met jou. 21.5.
Every time
Dis al weer 5. Ek dink ja, dis weer nog op 5. O, hier. So, wag, ja, ek nee, ek weet. Dis nog maar dis agter keer.
you.
Yes.
Hi everybody, don't run away. We're just going to readjust the cameras and see if we can get some scoring on I think rink number 3. We've got Anzel versus Larissa. Those two are playing each other. I'll see which color it is. Larissa on top. Thank you very much and thank you for today.
People are not going to leave it. Don't make any promises. There will be.
All right, welcome back. We've moved on to rink number 3, where we have Larissa Blusma on 5 and Anzel on 15 after 15 ends. Just you know, Anzel is playing with the yellow decals. That's the one in line with the jack and holding shot. And Larissa's got, if I'm not mistaken, it's an orange decal. All right, that ball looks about 1.5 meters short. Anzel. Here comes Larissa. She's going to get a wick off, and no, she needed a wick off there with that speed. Running through about 3 meters. Anzel starting with her arm out wide. Good flick on the bowl. Coming around, if she drags that jack, it'd be really good for her. She does get a flick on it, tucks it away, and she's holding 2, maybe 3 shots. No, 2 shots, sorry. The back bowl, the very back bowl is Larissa's. Larissa changing her hand, playing into the shot wood, hoping to stay. Just missing it and missing second shot. That's a little unlucky there. Anzel also changing her hand. It's coming back nicely. It looks like it's got really good weight there. Yeah, she's holding 3 at the moment. A little bit of pressure on Larissa now. Not a lot of space to get in there. Looks like she's played with really good weight here. Just dropping short, which probably cuts it down to 2. Might still be 3. Quibber's thinking it might be. That's the marker. But obviously it's for the players to decide. Anzel's asking for 3. Larissa's agreed with 3, so that takes the score from 5-15 to 5-18 after 16 ends.
I think that one's
the marker running after the jack there, and it's in the ditch. Okay, now Anzel should actually have picked up the jack and the mat and given it to Larissa. It's just bowls etiquette that. It's still something that the juniors learn as they play with the more experienced bowlers, but unfortunately a lot of the experienced bowlers don't want to play with the juniors and then complain that they don't know the etiquette. So this is something that they can only learn through experience and being taught. Interesting there that Larissa decided not to move the mat though, but at least she did change the length by playing it a bit shorter. No, that wasn't Mavericks, that's a rescue helicopter going past. A very good start by Anzel. Inch or 2 in front of the jack and just to the side. Larissa rushing a little bit on the mat and running through. Again, same as the previous game that we watched of hers. Excellent lines. Anzel making a correction there, running a bit further through though. Still holding 2. It looks like a good bit of grass there. It's all on the weight, whether it comes back enough. I don't think, I can't tell from here, but I think that Anzel's holding. Actually, a lot of our juniors don't get exposed to enough greens, so if they belong to a club, mostly at that club, so if that club has a slower green, they don't get exposed to different speeds and types of greens enough. And that is why some of the bowlers who are used to slower greens are going to struggle here at Edgemead today, and you know, possibly even struggle more at a place like Old Oak and Durbanville where it's slightly quicker. And that's where I'd like to encourage the older bowlers, and that does not mean old. Almost a touch of Anzel, still holding shot. To take these youngsters, take a junior in your team for the fours or the trips or a classic, or a fun day, and give them the experience of playing at different clubs. That's what happened with my group of novices when we started. Angela Wolf, Sharon DeSantos, Denise Kidd, myself. 3 of those went on to do good things in bowls and great things in bowls, because they got experience at playing at different clubs, at different speeds, at different venues. Because people like Karan Erasmus and others, when we were at Milnerton, and when Denise and they moved here to Edgemead, got involved with the senior, more experienced bowlers and got taken to Classics. And Angie Yostin Sprague, same thing happened with her. She just represented Mpumalanga in the inter-districts. So it's very important for the more experienced bowlers to take your juniors and such and get them to experience different greens. Very, very important to do that. And then they wouldn't struggle like today. If you take Larissa, most of her bowls have been online. It's just the weight, and that purely comes from not playing on these types of greens. So please help them. Give them the opportunities. They are our future. Right. After a bit of an interesting measure there where it got stuck. Scores are now. Jenny, score there please. What's the score? Yeah, which is wrong. It's 5:19 now. So he has a good opportunity for Anzel. We had the jack to put one close and put pressure on Larissa. And once again she's done that by being just to the front and to the side of the jack. Yeah. This could be a very good bowl by Larissa. And that is the shot, and well done. Put a little pressure on Anzel and make her work for the win. Anzel's taken a lot more grass this time, but I don't think she quite has the weight to come back, does she? Just stopping short, probably by about just over a meter. Larissa saying that's not going to bother me, I can get inside that. And she can, going across the head and running through. Could be holding 2 now. It looks like it from here. Bit of pressure on Anzel. She still has a comfortable lead, but there's no such thing as a comfortable lead in bowls. Has she got the correct weight shot? Might be. Let me ask the marker. Around the screen, I think that might be second shot. Oh, that is a fantastic bowl there. That really is a good bowl. Okay, with the replays, let me see what happens. Is Anzel going to move the jack? She attacked. No, she didn't. And that should not be allowed. That is technically not allowed at all. Larissa bowled her bowl before Anzel's had stopped. There's no problem with you getting on the mat, although technically the mat is yours until the bowl comes to rest. But you are not allowed to bowl your bowl before the opponent has stopped. If the umpire sees that, unfortunately he was busy, that bowl can actually be removed off the green and the head be reset. So that is very important. There's no problem with playing quickly, but you need to you need to wait until your opponent's ball has stopped before possession of the mat changes. Was that a 2? Yeah. Then it's 7. Right, 7-19, and Larissa's got the jack in hand. No. Could we get a camera shot of the last drink score, please? That's the top of the table clash. It's better weight than before from Larissa, and again a great line. To who? Who's got 7?
Sorry.
17-12 to Jordan. To Jordan. Okay. I just got a quick score update on the top of the table clash. Jordan is leading 17-12 after 18 ends. That's a very good bowl, that one there, and almost. Anzel almost replaced Right, he has an opportunity for Anzel. If she can trail the jack or replace what looks like the shot wood, she would be line 2. A little bit too wide this time, trying to overcorrect. Ball is at the back, so it's not wasted if she has one left. Yes, she does. She actually has the last ball. That's much better grass. Good correction from Larissa. Difficult to tell how short that is. I'm guessing about a meter. Anzel has opportunity here to claim the game. If she does, we'll hear, trust me. She's gone round. If she moves the jack now, she's got the game. She's got, oh, well, unlucky or maybe, I can't tell. I don't know if it's unlucky or maybe. I'm watching Quibus's face carefully, but he's not giving it away at all. What has happened there? Okay, one shot, so that's 27. Is it a measure? Only one, so we're playing this way at least one more end. That was a very good try there by Anzel. Another half an inch on that jack and she was game done, dusted. That angle you can't see the ladies at all with the shadows. This looks like a promising start from Anzel. About a metre and a half. Hoping to go around that. Oh, that's unlucky. Was risky playing that side. And it changed to the left side. Of the grass, but if she has the weight, she could promote or come off her own bowl. She had the weight, just not the luck. She is still holding though. Larissa insisting on playing on the same hand. This time she has better weight on exactly the same line, and it's paid off nicely with a great bowl for shot. First time we've really seen Anzel under proper pressure here. Interesting to see how she reacts, and she reacts with an attacking shot, hoping to take the jack with the bowl, and instead has one 5 or 6 meters back. Can Larissa repeat her last bowl and put a lot of pressure on by adding a second into the head? She'd definitely taken enough grass, but I think she's dropped all her weight, unfortunately. And here it is. Here comes Anzel. Oh, took no grass at this point. Let's see. Is he going to cut across onto the shot wood or stop? Which one is it going to be? Oh, I got a feeling that is second shot only. I am surprised that Larissa is still playing that hand. The risk of connecting that front yellow ball with a bit of weight. It's not often you say thank you that the ball was short. There might be a measure, but I got a feeling that, no, never mind. They've had a look, it's definitely Larissa's shot, so it's 8-20.
What about this one again?
Please remember we'll be live streaming tomorrow morning from, I think it's 9 o'clock. We'll be showing 2 of the under 18 junior men, and then we'll be showing 1 of the under 35 finals. If the one finishes earlier than the other, we'll probably tomorrow we'll be playing 3 rounds because they've got 1 round robin section of 8 bowlers, so 7 rounds in total, 4 being played today and 3 tomorrow. The under 18 boys or men have got 2 sections, the winners playing each other for gold and silver, and then, as is tradition with the junior under 18s, they have a 3rd and 4th place, both still receiving bronze, but it's for bragging rights. And of course we have the under 35 men's final and the under 35s ladies final. They're playing their last 2 round robin games at Durbanville tomorrow morning, and then everybody's moving here for the finals and the prize giving. Right, we seem to have a head that looks like the North Star. There's an opportunity to get one in close for Anzel and put real pressure on Larissa because she'll be lying game, and that is an excellent ball to put pressure just behind the jack. This will take a bit of concentration and determination from Larissa to get out of this. I am surprised at the hand that she's played, unless she thinks she can touch the jack. I personally would have played the forehand or the right hand side. Follow Anzel down, maybe with a little bit of weight, move the jack, move the shot bowl, maybe just replace the shot bowl. Anzel might just get a slight touch here or one behind. And she's now holding 2, which is very difficult to take 2 bowls out when you only have 1 in your hand. Persisting with the backhand there, unfortunately I think that is a mistake, and that should be game. Yeah, that is game. 2 shots there takes her to 22, only counts as 21, so well done to Anzel Bernardi, beating Larissa Blimzer 21-8. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. I will be updating the other 2 ladies games on both Bowls Draw and the Fairtree Bowls Master app in the next few minutes as they finish, so you can get all your scores there. You can look either under the scoring, which will take you to Bowls Draw, or you can go into the live scoring option and see the results end for end. Thank you again to our sponsors and to Noel and his team for all their hard work. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.